a long shot, three-point shot. This is a team that plays very hard defense. They are very aggressive. They live, from the fast break. But again, if they have trouble on the boards, it will be hard for them to establish that fast break.
We continue with the Paraguay national anthem.
National anthems are sung, and the two teams will meet at center court, exchange some gifts. Before we get started, we'll introduce you to the three officials for this matchup.
As a crew chief,
Marie-Pierre Malo from Canada is the crew chief. Enoya and Alvarez from the Dominican and Cuba as well. They look so happy to be here, don't they?
They do. Those are veterans referees that we see over and over again in these competitions.
Well, let's now talk about the two rosters. We had a chance to see them introduced to the crowd on hand. We'll see them on screen in a second, and it will give us an opportunity to talk about Team USA, led by, of course, Sylvia Fowles, the oldest player on the team. She's been with this program for a very long time, plays at a high level in the WNBA, but they are littered with talent right across the board.
The USA team, this is a dream team. And when we talk about amazing teams, we must talk about the USA team. Those are the starting five: Sylvia Fowles, Tina Charles, Jordan Canada, Diamond DeShields, and Afisa Collier. Tina Charles. Nobody in the world doesn't know who Tina Charles is. She's one of the best that has ever done it.
When you speak about people not knowing, who many people know, Paolo Ferrari, one of the top players around the world. She's played 16 pro seasons, now at age 34, has had knee surgeries, as you mentioned off the air, but she's going to have to do a lot to try and get this five and the rest of the team going here against a very tough Team USA squad.
There you see the starting five: Marta Peralta, Hilda Peña, Paola Ferrari, Astrid Horman, and Maria Caraves. Maria Caraves and Paola Ferrari are the two main offensive players in this Paraguay team. They are veterans. They've been playing for the national team for a while. And, you know, they're very good players. We have to see what are they going to be able to do against the USA. But it's a must that Paola Ferrari has a huge game.
It's a good challenge for her as she gets ready to go to her club season after this tournament to get into game shape. She said she's missing all of training camp to play for her country.
Just never say no.
Yeah.
She's been around the world, and something we must give to Ferrari is that every time her national team is at any competition, it doesn't matter the level, she's always present, always.
It's a good sign to have one of your better players do that. All right, let's listen to the Team USA's huddle as they get set to chat strategy ahead of this World Cup.
Start. Fast. Anticipate a lot of zone. You see zone, keep moving that basketball. We got our plays that we want to
Está claro, ¿no? Ok. Escuchen una cosa, a partir de ahí después vamos en zona, después de ese minuto 2-3, es importante la presión a la bola, buena postura y tenerlas adelante, ¿ok? No den referencia para que puedan empezar a jugar. La primera ofensiva jugamos con 2, ¿ok? 2 en la salida.
Juan Pablo Felui, what was he talking about in that huddle?
It's funny because the USA coach just said, guys, you must expect a lot of zone. And the first thing we heard when they moved the camera to the Paraguay bench was, and after this, we're going to zone.
Right on time. Already today, we've seen Canada come away with a victory over Mexico. Later today, we will see Brazil taking on Colombia and Cuba taking on hosts Puerto Rico to close out the evening.
And that Brazil-Colombia game is going to be amazing. Cuba and Puerto Rico as well, so you stay tuned.
FIBA basketball on the air and running. FIBA Women's AmeriCup here from Puerto Rico 2019. Team USA taking on Paraguay. Carlin Gay alongside Natalia Melendez. And Natalia, we have Team USA in red, Paraguay in the white. What do you expect from Paraguay to try and stay close in this game and try to give themselves a shot at the upset?
Paraguay needs to be very patient in offense because every little mistake they make, USA is very capable to, you know, make a basket after that. So they need to take care of the ball, don't make that many turnovers. It's very important for them to go to the defensive transition because this USA team runs.
Fouls' shot is short. Ferrari pulls down the rebound. That was Collier who hit the deck. She got up and she seems to be okay. That pass is stolen away, and here comes Team USA the other way. Canada inside, foul, spinning in, and the first layup attempt by her is good.
Very comfortable. The defense was there, but she's way taller than her, so all she have to do is turn around and shoot the ball, the first two for her.
Peralta turns the corner. Uderman. Back to Peralta. Caraveras, you asked for her to have a big game. Peña for 2, that's no good. She's playing the 5, and she's going to be undersized, to say the least, at the 5 position. Fouls with the offensive rebound. Shoots over top of the defense and got it to go.
Way too stronger.
4 quick points for Sylvia Fouls. 6-0 run to start the game. Ferrari is fouled on the 3-point attempt. That would give her 3 shots at the line.
She shoots 9 3-pointers per game. So as soon as she finds a little bit of space, she knows she has permission, she knows she has the green light, she will shoot it.
Lisa Collier picks up the foul. That's her first.
Ferrari was chosen the best three-position player in the 2017 ideal team. And in 2015 as well.
At the AmeriCup?
Yeah, in AmeriCup. in Argentina and before that in Canada.
She's a terrific player, trying to lead her team in what would be a huge upset. More importantly, just get her team into rhythm as this tournament starts for both these two teams. Cutting down the lane was Canada. She's fouled. She'll go to the line.
You know the Paraguay team is going to double on fouls. Stay close. So it's important for the rest of the players start cutting because she can pass the ball.
Canada's first free throw is good. There you see Dawn Staley, head coach of Team USA. Having a little chuckle with her coaching staff at the moment. Quick 8-2 score to start. Delta calls out a set. And yes, that's the screen for her. Ferrari open for three. Good!
Told you, a little bit of space, she will shoot it. So the defense needs to now start identifying, am I gonna go in front of the screen or in the back of the screen?
Zone defense here for Paraguay. Three-point answer there by Diamond DeShields. Uterman inside. The floater is not there, and it's plucked out of the air by Tina Charles. Canada pushes the other way. Here's Charles. She'll launch from two, no good. Ferrari, one and done from the U.S. Ferrari, hesitation, driving inside, and she's fouled again, and she'll go to the line. Well, we said she had that knee surgery. You see it's wrapped up. Took a hard hit there. Seems to be okay as we take a look at that last
good pass.
Diamond DeShields three-point.
Open shot. Change of speed on her weak side, but still was able to receive the foul.
Rare free throw miss there for Ferrari. Six points for Ferrari. She's all points now for Paraguay.
They're on a zone. 2-3 zone.
They're probably going to play zone the entire game. It'll be interesting to see what different variations we see this evening. Charles thought she got fouled. We'll go the other way. Uterman. Ferrari. Waiting for a screen. Rejects the screen. Three-point shot on the way in and out. It's halfway down as Caraveras launched that one. DeShields from the corner again. Diamond DeShields knocking down the triple. She has 6 and counting. And comes up with the steal. 2-on-1, DeShields, finger roll, can't get it to go. Look at Canada's Sky for the rebound. And then Ferrari pokes it away. Good sign there by Paraguay, getting back in defense.
Yes.
Ferrari with a good lead pass at Peralta, a little too far though.
Great move. It was, she tried to do a backdoor.
Stephanie Dolson checks into the game for Team USA. Enrique Gumbawale checks into the game for US as well. There she is on the ball. Side fouls. She turns, DeShields the other side for three. Can't get that one to go. Uterman will come down with the flat-footed rebound. Peralta. Uterman. Ferrari comes off the pin down. Pena. 3 to shoot. Caraveras tried to shoot it over top of Dolson. And shot clock violate. Oh, they call a foul on fouls.
There was a late call.
Late call and the shot clock was expiring. But Peralta bailed out. You be the judge at home. Peralta will toe the line. and misses the first. Some at home will say the ball doesn't lie.
And so far, it's been a free throw game for Paraguay.
That's a good sign.
Yes, it is. It is. It means they've been attacking the basket and they are, getting the contact.
Delta splits the free throws for her first points of the game. 14-7 early on here. First game for both teams. Olsen flashes the Shields. Cross court, a little too tall. Goes out of bounds. Well, we saw this in game one. It wasn't exactly smooth for Canada and Mexico. There was nerves heading into the game.
And even the best players of the world goes through that. We're talking about a USA team that's been everywhere. Girls that play at the high level. But still, when you put that t-shirt on, the USA team or whatever your country is, it's a whole different ballgame. Great
Nice
pass.
pass by Diamond the Shields, finding Dolson, who lays it in. Dolson's first two coming off the bench, 16-7, Team USA. Ferrari driving in. Ferrari, wild shot, can't get it to go. DeShields plucks it and goes the other way. Gumbawale knocks down the triple, and that leads to a timeout. 19-7. USA in front with 3:51 to play here in the first quarter.
Ok. Andrea, te vas por Cari, bien Cari. Ok. Están soltando a la 4 para tirar. Caro juega como caída.
Pero a 5, Pau.
Juega como caída. Por favor, si jugamos transi y viene la situación esta, ellas juegan fondo acá, entonces el pick no tiene que ser acá, el pick tiene que venir y cambie el ángulo ahí.
So that just make sure that we can switch it.
The guy on the wing can't help all the way in.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
Just give her room and they make a choice. Just give her room, but if they just move up the floor a little bit, Carol won't be excited.
Heard a little bit of the strategy from both teams there. What were they talking about in the Paraguay?
They need to get back on defense. The USA is establishing their fast break. They're looking good, not only by making layups, but their guards are standing in the three-point line, so they need to know they have also, we need to recover to the three-point line. And that's what he was saying. We need to get back and we need to watch out those threes during the fast break.
See how they come out of the timeout. Down 12 early on. First game for both these teams. Final will be played here in this gym a week from tonight. Guterman. Travel there. And a turnover. Gomez got caught in between plays.
That was a travel, but I think it's very important that we take a look of what Paraguay is doing offense. They're moving, and their screens are so hard, very hard.
It's a physical game
Very
at this
physical.
level. Samuelson launches a triple. That can't go. Canada with the rebound. Dolson. Back to Samuelson. She'll try it again from three. Can't get that one to go. Wale can't save it. Goes out of bounds. Now something that you found interesting in doing your research, Team USA's three-point shooting not as lights out as most would expect.
Their percentage were low, but now it seems like a whole different ball game because from 7 they have made 3 already.
Olsen comes up with the steal and the layup.
Always good news when a big player can play defense like that. Can finish with the layup.
Canada pokes it out.
They're trying to post Paola Ferrari because the defensive player, Canada, it's way smaller. So it's a smart move.
Here we see that last layup by Dolson. Back to live action. Alvarez can't get it to go. Gumbawale driving inside, tough layup.
Miss Mamba mentality. who can forget that big game in Notre Dame?
Ferrari looking for Peralta. Big ball movement by Paraguay, but now they're running out of time and they turn it over. Canada comes away with the steal. No one stops the ball, so Canada pulls up to shoot. Back iron, Ferrari ahead, Peralta above everybody. The left-hand layup is good.
Excellent pass. Better layup.
Peralta and Ferrari have all points between them for Paraguay. Dawson, cross court. Samuelson will try again for three. In and out. She's 0 for 3 from that corner. Peralta, the hesitation. Keeps the dribble alive. Ferrari, cross court pass. Gomez looking for help. Quevedo launches a three. It's too strong. Dolson comes out with the rebound. Samuelson. Agumbwale for three. Indeed.
She's perfect.
2 for 2 from three-point range. She has 8 points and counting. Quevedo behind the back dribble. Ferrari finally gets the post position she wanted. Drives inside and fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
She's coming from the opposite side from a screen, and she's posting. The guard is looking for her. And it's a smart move. Great pass. Better layup.
Wale knocking down that last triple.
USA now brings somebody a little taller, Skies. Now her homework will be Paola Ferrari.
So good minutes from Jordan, Canada. Brittany Sykes will look to get things going from the point guard position for Team USA. Dolson, foul line extended, knocks it down. She's had a quick start coming off the bench. 6 points for her. Great pass by Ferrari. Gomez can't knock down the triple. Shot clock turned off. Wale doesn't matter anyway. Tosses up the triple. Ferrari with the rebound. 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Peralta gets fouled. And I believe that's the penalty now for Team USA. So we'll see free throws for Peralta.
A lot of free throws. That's the 5th fouls for the USA team.
Peralta knocks down the first free throw. Good sign for Paraguay to get to the line, try to chip away at this lead with the clock stopped.
I really like that they didn't came out of the, to play afraid or nervous. They are playing really hard, like any other game.
Good Wale to the corner. 3 on the way. Sykes can't hit. And that's how we'll end the first quarter. 28-11, Team USA in front after 1.
Paraguay 11, USA 28.
first half stats on screen there for you right now. See Team USA and Paraguay going head to head. Paraguay has been able to get to the line in the first quarter. That's a good sign for them, but there's not much they can do on the rebounds when they're undersized. They've done what they can. Ferrari has come to play, so has Peralta. You've liked the energy that they've come out with.
They have. They have came out with a lot of energy. The rebounds are 13-10. USA up. But when you look at the percentage, the shooting percentage, the USA team is shooting 58%. Paraguay is shooting 12%. That's a little low. Points in the fast break, 5 for Paraguay, 14 for the USA team, and points in the paint, 2 for the Paraguay team, 12 for the USA team. And we have to mention the points from the bench. Paraguay has 0 points from the bench, the USA team, 14.
That's a stat that might be the case for Team USA going forward. They're a lot deeper than a lot of these teams that are here.
And from those 14 points, 8 are from Ongubowale.
Aaron Dolson has come off the bench to score all 14 points for Team USA. Second quarter underway here in Puerto Rico. Team USA taking on Paraguay. Carlin Gay alongside Natalia Melendez. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, or however you're doing so. Cadaveras on the drive. Can't get it to go. Samuelson vacuums it in. And the U.S. will have their first possession here in the second quarter. Charles. Samuelson. Sykes, the pull-up, can't hit. And Ferrari rips it out of the hands of her own teammate, Peralta. Quevedo driving, gets fouled. Can't get the end one opportunity, but she'll go to the line for 2. It was a tough move.
Yeah, and this is good news for Paraguay. She's been very aggressive in offensive and has been able to finish.
First free throw is good. Natalia Quevedo knocks down both free throws. Samuelson for 3. Still can't get on the board. Ferrari ahead. Cadaveras. Peralta thought about the 3, now driving in. And she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. Well, they are getting to the line at will right now.
They are using their body to find that contact.
This is going to be free throws, 14 and 15 of the game already for Paraguay. And Peralta knocks down the first.
14 free throws are a lot of free throws in 12 minutes.
15's even more. She missed the second. Gumbuale. Williams. Sykes. Gumbuale. Inside Charles, and the foul. That time, great ball movement by the Americans.
Great eye contact. Very good communication between these two players.
Charles completes the 3-point play. 31-14, that's Charles' first 3 of the night. Peralta. They try to get it to Ferrari, there's a double team. And Gumbuale comes the other way. Nice hands by Peralta, now on the ground. Good hustle by Paraguay, they come away with the ball. Peralta slows things down and says, you know what, let's run a set. Ferrari driving inside. The layup. Can't get it to go as she hits the ground. Good defense by Samuelson. Samuelson now driving in. She'll pull up for 2. Can't hit. And the ball will stay here. Foul on Peralta. She pushed off before grabbing that rebound.
And that wasn't a bad shot from Samuelson. She's just not hitting, you know, she's just not making the shot. But shoot. She needs to keep shooting as long as she has space in order to get into the game.
She's 0 for 5 right now to start the game, but the teammates are seemingly encouraging her and allowing her to have that confidence to let it fly. The Shields hasn't been afraid of letting it fly. She's red hot to start the game.
Yes.
Sykes to the Shields. To Shields driving in. Great move.
So many offensive tools she has.
Quevedo. Gomez looking for help. Finds it in Peralta. The Shields a little too aggressive defensively there. Picks up the foul. That's the 3rd team foul here in the 2nd period for Team USA. They were already in the bonus in period number 1.
They have a plan. Paraguay, you can tell, they have a plan against this USA team, and it was to attack. Look for contact. You know, it's easier to make a free throw than to go against a 6'2" player.
Ball tapped out by Williams, but picked up by Peralta. Gomez picked the ball up in a dangerous area, but Peralta was there to help her out. Quevedo looks for Ferrari. She's watched by Samuelson. Quevedo, step back 3, can't get it to go. And the Shields will dribble back the other way. Williams flashes middle. They don't look for her. Charles to the corner to Shields baseline. Kick inside. Williams had it blocked. Forces up another shot. No foul coming. She thought she was hit. And here comes Paraguay the other way. Ferrari, hesitation. The kick to the corner. Peralta tees up a 3. No good there. And the Shields skies above everyone to pull down a rebound. The Shields. Oh, the Euro was stripped out of her hands by Quevedo. It stays on this end with 16 on the shot clock.
Good defense. A little forced, that shot from Shields, but it was good defense as well.
That last drive by the Shields. Left-hand finish. $16 on the shot clock for Team USA. Nice feed inside. Layup is there. And Nelson Goda. Fouls almost came out with the steal. And a blocking foul is called on Sykes. See that last pass from Sykes.
Beautiful pass.
What's your thought? Blocker, charge.
You know, it's easier after you see it. At the moment, you have to call it. But to me, it was a offensive foul.
That's why they don't give us a whistle over here, because we'd be blowing it the entire time. Ferrari inside to Pena. That sky hook, no good. And the Shields will come back the other way. Team USA, oh, great pass to Sykes, leading to a Paraguay timeout. Sykes and the Shields, high fives all around. Team USA up 37-14 with 5:29 to play here in the first half.
Las descargas cortas sacando a Paola van a tomar tiros claros, ¿me entienden lo que quiero decir? Si cuando tomamos los picarrones nos están quedando más de 10 segundos, ¿escucharon algún detalle? La próxima. Tranquilo, pues.
Okay? So we got 4 fouls in like 5 minutes of play, okay? We got to get that under control. No reach-ins, okay? Let's play solid defense. Solid defense. Keep pushing. We want to run plays, but not.
Well, you heard it right there. Don Staley a little bit concerned about getting the fouls under control on the other end. What was the Paraguay huddle all about?
He's saying that in the pick and roll, it's taking, in the offense side, in the pick and roll, it's taking too long for the point guard to decide what to do with the ball. You cannot be with the ball for 10 seconds. Once you receive that pick and roll, you either have to attack or you have to pass the ball. Don't stay with the ball because we're losing too much time and then we have to take a crazy shot. Be sure what you want to do. Just take the decision.
Gelly, number 10 in white, on the floor for the first time for Paraguay. Ferrari looking for help now. Caravaras driving inside, can't get it to go over the top of Collier, and Fouls pulls down the rebound. The Shields from the corner for 3. No good. And Nelson Odora will pick up the bucket and the foul, and she'll go to the line for 1 more.
This third unit from the USA is the one that is looking the best. Canada and Shields together. They're running better. They're looking better. More comfortable.
Nelson Odora pulls down the three-point play. 40-14 with 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. There you see the bench points. Team USA, but that's expected. Paraguay depending a lot on their starters to score. That starter in particular, Ferrari, was blocked by fouls. See the tall trees inside. Deep three on the way, no good. And Fouls comes down with another rebound. Ferrari comes away with the steal. She doesn't have numbers, but she'll pull back for 3. No good, and Fouls with another rebound. Canada finds the Shields inside to Fouls. The skyhook can't get the roll. Great ball movement there by Team USA. Gelly waiting for Ferrari. Uderman inside, Caravaras. Turns the corner, had to dribble off her foot. It finally ends up in Ferrari's hands. She tossed up a 3, no good. And Canada will push the other way. Collier inside. Pena got a hand to it. The Americans will have to reset. Collier. Canada, the Shields on the curl, inside to Collier. Good ball movement by the Americans.
That high-low will work always. If the big girl seals the defense, there's no way Paraguay can stop that once they receive.
42 points, 14 assists for Team USA. Gelly battling for the ball. A lot of movement there. And a foul is called, and that's going to be the 15th foul on Team USA with 3:21 to play here in the half. Nelson Odora picks it up. Well, let's take a look at that beautiful ball movement. And Team USA, the Shields inside to Collier. And then Gelly, not afraid of the height disadvantage, getting on the ground and earning a trip to the free throw line. One or two from the line for Gelly. 42-15 the score. 17 free throw attempts for Paraguay.
10 of the 15 points of Paraguay are in the free throw line.
Nelson Odora picked up the rebound and quick touch pass inside to the Shields for 2. Peralto's back onto the floor, had it stolen away by the Shields. Easy 2 for Diamond the Shields.
Shields still in college. She plays for the University of Tennessee.
hesitating. And another foul will send Paraguay to the line. Well, if there's one positive they could take out of this game, it's definitely that they've been able to get to the free throw line.
And they are shooting well, too. Let's see. Well, no, not that well. They could have done better. 17 tries, scored 10.
And then knocks down the free throw. Two for two from the line for her. Reduces the lead a little bit. 46-17 to score in favor of Team USA. Fouls. Collier driving the floater. Can't get the roll. Gets her own miss and puts it back up and in.
It's the 8th offensive rebound for the U.S.
2:10 to play here in the half. Yelly. Watched by Canada. Cavarez looking for help. Ruderman back to Cavarez. 3 to shoot. She's going to have to put it up at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. Ball batted around, and an offensive rebound now for Paraguay. Peralta looking for it. She has 10 on the shot clock. The first few minutes for Paraguay without Ferrari on the court. And Peralta draws a foul. She'll go back to the free throw line. Took a hard spill there. Shields' second foul. Do that last play by Collier.
Long hands. Long arms.
Well, you see the size advantage definitely for Team USA as Peralta knocks down the first free throw. And that's going to be something that they're going to enjoy throughout the entire tournament. Maybe only Canada that can match up with them size for size.
I think maybe Brazil as well.
Yes.
They have 2 big players, one playing the WNBA, and maybe Brazil.
The Shields driving inside, the up and unders there. Diamond, the Shields, so quick along the baseline. She's 9.
Seeing this girl want to make you, become a fan of Tennessee program.
Went to Tennessee and now playing for the Chicago Sky in the WNBA.
She does.
Ruderman. Kick. Tavares, that's blocked. Canada pushing as there's a minute to play here in the first half. Canada got fouled and it's in the act. So she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Gelly picks up the foul. Katie Lou Samuelson comes back into the game. They didn't say it was, they say it's on the floor. It wasn't in the act of shooting. It's only the 4th team foul for Paraguay. Katie Lou for 3. Finally gets it to go.
Her first 3.
She's 0 for 5 from the field from that point. She's now 1 for 6 after checking back into the game. Ferrari back into the game as well. She can't hit. Samuelson pulls down the rebound. Canada. Samuelson wanted to skip past. She finally gets it. Able to tightrope the side and keep it in play. Canada penetrating, spinning. The scoop shot, the bucket, and the foul. Jordan, Canada.
Jordan, Canada.
I mean, how about this?
Spin move. Great move.
Peralta had that universal look that every basketball player has when they hear a whistle and they're on defense saying, I didn't foul. It wasn't me.
We all have done that. Even you.
Canada knocks down the free throw. She has 5 and counting. Let's see if Paraguay can hold for the last shot here. Try to close out the half on a positive note. Ferrari looking for it. Collier got her hand to it, looked up at the clock, at the buzzer. Can't get the bank shot to go. And that's how we'll end the first half. 56-18, Team USA in front after 20 minutes.
Paraguay 18, USA 56.
Well, it was a solid first half for Team USA. The first half of the first game. Were you impressed by what you saw from the likely favorites as we take a look at some of the halftime stats?
Yeah, they started a little slow, and it's totally normal. But then, you know, they establish their fast game, and they are owning the boards right now. With second chances, they're making a lot of points. Their point guards are doing an amazing job passing the ball and looking for assist. So yes, they're doing amazing. They're having a little problems and a little trouble in defense. I must say that. Coach asked them to play solid defense, and they are having troubles, fouling a lot. But hopefully, you know, they will fix that now in halftime.
On the other side, Paraguay, I mean, they came out with the energy that you expected them to come out with. They probably don't have the size to compete on the backboard, but they've gotten to the line, so that's an absolute plus.
I know it's crazy to say 56-18 that Paraguay is doing well, but the thing is, what they can do in offense, they are doing it. They have depended on only 2 players in their offense, but not only when they play against USA, when they play in against any other team, and for years, that's how they play. So they are, you know, looking for contact, putting the USA in foul trouble. They are going a lot to the free throw line. So what they can control in the offensive side, they are doing it. They are having a little trouble in the defensive transition and in the high-low game, but we expected that. We expected that.
It has been a game that we've expected so far. We'll take the quick break and leave you with the first half highlights. 56-18 is your score. Team USA in front after 20 minutes.
Recordamos que los próximos 2 partidos marcados para las 5:30.
Back we are here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, FIBA Women's AmeriCup 2019. Team USA taking on Paraguay. Halftime, your score is 56-18. Team USA in front. Carlin Gay alongside Natalia Melendez. And Natalia, when you look at the two teams, we talked about Team USA before the break and what they had to get better at doing. And fouling, something they have to stay away from. Won't really hurt them in this game. But on the other side, Paraguay has shown some good signs. They've been aggressive. They've been attacking. They've been getting to the free throw line. What else do they need to do to try and get back into this game?
I think things that they control, it's the defensive fast break. You know, they need to get back on defense. Every time that the USA will try to push the ball, because they do that very well. And the thing about the US is any player, any player that takes the ball can bring it down. So it's important to do that. Something that I was looking at the stats during the halftime is that no player from the USA team has double figures, but 11 of the 12 have scored already.
We'll listen into that huddle.
Don't sacrifice that for whatever it is. Don't look at the score. We got to play a certain way. All right? Come on. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Entonces, ahí en el cambio con pase te puedes salir con más libertad. Hey, seguimos defensa, ¿ok? Hey, dale, niño.
You heard Dawn Staley addressing her bunch, making sure that they play basketball the right way regardless of the score. That score right now is 56-18. On the other side, Paraguay, what was said in that little bit of the huddle that we caught for that couple of seconds. Second half underway here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. FIBA Women's AmeriCup action. Team USA taking on Paraguay. 56-18 your score. Team USA in red. Paraguay in the home white. Carlin Gay, Natalia Melendez, thank you for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Ferrari picks up her second foul, and then the Shields gets on the board with an easy 2 on the inbound. There you see the 5 on the floor for Paraguay. Peralta and Ferrari have been terrific so far for their team. Here's Ferrari on the ball now. Quevedo for 3, in and out. It was tapped out right on in front of us. Ferrari stepped on the line, and she can't believe it.
I cannot tell you what she just said.
It's not something I should learn while I'm here.
No.
U.S. basketball, Charles, the Shields for 3. Indeed.
That girl can shoot.
She can do it all. She has 14 and counting.
And she's not pushing anything. It's just coming to her.
Filling up the full stat line. 2 rebounds, 4 assists as well. 3 to shoot. Quevedo didn't realize it, neither does Ferrari, and that's a shot clock violation. You like the way that Canada played in that first half. Here she is on the ball now, and the energy she brought to her team. The Shields. Collier uses a screen from fouls. The Shields is open for 3 again. Indeed, Diamond, the Shields, red hot here in Puerto Rico.
17 points from her. That's her 5th. No, that's her 3rd.
3rd 3-pointer for the Shields. There's the replay. And as you said, she hasn't been forcing it. It's all in the flow of the game.
But USA is moving the ball, so they're pushing the Paraguay to shift in the defense. That will happen more often now.
Peralta. It's the Royas screen. Guzman with the jab step. The hook shot's no good. She saw fouls there and tried to get it high off the glass. The Shields adjusts her goggles as she crosses half court. Inside fouls, just too big.
What you can do with fouls, it's you need to try to avoid for her to catch the ball, because once she catch the ball, you're in trouble.
Fouls has 9 points, 12 rebounds. Ferrari runs into Charles. Tried to find Utman on the other side. Slapped out of bounds by the Shields. We'll stay here, 5 on the shot clock for Paraguay as we take a look at that last bucket by fouls. Way too big inside. Ferrari inside Roras, blocked by Charles. Fouls the other way. Again inside. Too big, too strong. And she gets another 2.
You know, Sylvia Fowles has 3 Olympic medals, 2008, 2012, and 2016.
She's looking for number 4. She's able to make the
Tokyo
roster for Tokyo. Ferrari's launched 3, no good. The Shields pulls down a flat-footed rebound. And look at her fly up the court the other way. The nice feed inside. Collier got it to go. Timeout Paraguay. Team USA has come out at halftime and flexing their muscle a little bit. 70-18. 6:39 to play here in the third quarter.
No se me ocurre si nos llegan abajo del aro cuando quieren. 1 contra 1.
No atacamos y nos corremos.
Ey,
Atacando lo que estamos mal. No atacar y para nos corremos.
individual. Hombre a hombre. Hombre a hombre. No hay problema en los cambios, solamente vos sos la única que no cambiás. Agresivo y que no nos metan para adentro, ¿ok? Ofensiva.
Yeah, I know, right? They don't care. Really not. Good job, y'all. Good job. Good job. Now foul. Stand in place, making them make tough shots. Okay, y'all. Let's
Heard the tail end of that Team USA huddle talking about staying out of foul trouble. That's a plus coming out of the locker room. But on the other side, what was Paraguay talking about?
USA inside game is unstoppable right now. So what the coach from Paraguay is going to try to do is he's getting out of the zone. They're playing woman to woman right now. Let's see how that works for them.
Kata Lou Samuelson checks into the game, number 33 in red for US. Same lineup on the floor for Paraguay. Peralta gets it to Ferrari. Caravares. Rojas for 2, no good. And Fowles comes down with another rebound.
14 for her.
Canada for 3. It's too strong. Ferrari comes away with a flat-footed rebound. Peralta on the drive. Now looking for help. Caravares launch 3. Good.
Those are her first 3 points.
She said she'd have to have a big night for Paraguay to have a chance. See if she can get jump-started by that last 3-point basket. Katie Lou's 2's no good, and Fowles battling inside.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do against her. Try to grab her hand and to see what happened after that. Praying that the ref won't see you.
There's the 3 that Caravares, and here's the foul. Fouls.
It's impossible.
Fowles thought it was funny as well. She smiled as the foul was called.
She must be used to that type of
Certainly
shit.
is. Certainly is. Canada inside to Fowles. Well, she's just too big inside.
Right hand, left hand, doesn't matter.
13 points and counting. She has a double-double. Peralta. Looking for help now. She picked up the dribble. Carrera's a 2 to shoot. Doesn't realize it, and it's another shot clock violation. The second one here in this second half. Team USA tightening the screws defensively.
Paraguay is looking tired in this third half, and I will tell you why. In the first part of the game, they were attacking, and everybody was moving. Now the player is attacking, and everybody else is just standing in the perimeter looking to see what's going on, what's going to happen, but nobody's moving. So the shooter has, the attacker has no choice but to shoot the ball. There's nobody to pass the ball to.
Sylvia Fowles doesn't need to pass the ball to anybody right now. She's dominating inside. Another layup for her. Ferrari, miscommunication, another turnover. Stephanie Dawson checks into the game for Fowles, who has earned that rest. As we take a look at that last replay, Tina Charles, the high-low pass to Fowles. Canada penetrating, tough layup attempt, can't get it to go. Last touched by Tina Charles, and we'll go the other way. When you play in a game like this, what are some of the things that you try to look forward to doing if you're on the losing end of this type of game?
You just got to prepare for the next game. You know, you kind of negotiate what you think you can do and you cannot do, and going against the USA, it's going to be a tough game. So you just try to prepare yourself. Play hard, but try to prepare yourself for your next game. Do things right, so in the next game, they will work better.
The Shields for 3. Diamond to Shields, continuing the scorch. She now has 20. Peralta, tough layup, no good. She's looking for the foul call. Look at Canada spinning her way down the lane. The Shields can't handle the hot pass. And she smiles with Canada saying, you know what, that's my fault. Take a look at that last 3-point fast break transition bucket by Diamond to Shields.
Players like that, you don't know if you should just go to the line and defend them, or because they are fast too, and if you go too close to them, they will attack you and beat you. So it's hard.
Ferrari for 3. Can't get it to go. Dawson comes down with the rebound. Look at the Shield. Speaking of her speed, returns the favor to Canada. Well, in the last bucket, it was Canada to the Shields. This time, the Shields to Canada.
This perimeter is dangerous.
Very, very much so. One of the best backcourts here at the FIBA Women's AmeriCup. Peralta. 3 on the way. It was just short by Hooterman. Tina Charles will sit down, as will Diamond to Shields. Well-deserved rest. And Gelly will come into the game for Ferrari. A rare rest for Ferrari, but as you said, you have to think about the other games in this tournament. It is a long tournament, no days off in between. The only day off comes Friday between the last match day and the semifinal as Dawson lays it up and in. Dawson came off the bench in the first quarter and played really well, picking right back up where she left off. Peralta. Hooterman. Stolen by Canada. She has Samuelson with her, doesn't use her, and Canada lays it up and in. She's now in the double figures.
That's turnover number 11 for Paraguay.
Gelly. Tough shot, no good. Good hustle there by Paraguay to pull down the offensive rebound. Gengeli thought about the three and pulls it back down. Now she drives inside over the top of Williams. I think Williams got a piece of it. Canada quickly back the other way. Gumbawale's three's no good. And Pena comes on with the rebound. Peralta driving inside. Peralta, tough move. Katie Lou Samuelson kicks it back out. Gumbawale, Dolson moves it across. Canada for three. No good. Williams on the offensive rebound. Peralta had no choice but to hack her and send her to the line.
Second opportunities. In this third quarter, USA have scored 27 points, Paraguay only 5. Why is that? They had not been able to go to the free throw line.
You see the steal by Jordan Canada and that last three-point attempt. The offensive rebound. I said Peralta was actually Pena with the hack. And Williams knocks down the first free throw. Dawn Staley should be happy with this effort here in the third quarter so far. She began this quarter saying, come out and play basketball the right way, and right now, Team USA is doing just that.
Exactly.
Under a minute to play here in the third. There's a one stat line that Paraguay has been leading to this point. It's getting to the free throw line. Three-point shot, no good. Peralta finds the ball at her hip. Calls out a set. Pena with the hard screen. Gomez. Stolen away. Sykes. Dolson. That's how you work the fast break.
It's a beautiful fast break. When your center runs like that, the court, it's just amazing.
Gengeli looking for help. Finds a screen from Pena. Gomez. Backdoor cut. Poked away by Samuelson. And the Americans trying to run again, but a foul's called with 2.1 seconds to play in the third. That's only the third team foul for Paraguay, but it will give Team USA an opportunity to get a look at an out-of-bounds play late in a quarter to try and get a shot away with 2.1. See what they come up with. Dolson, turnaround two-pointer, no good. And that's how we'll end the third quarter. Team USA up big after 3 here in Puerto Rico.
Paraguay 23, 23, USA 86, 86.
Take a look at the third quarter stats, and a reminder you can follow FIBA on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at FIBA. Keep in touch with all that's happening around the world, and if you want to join in on the conversation for the AmeriCup, Women's AmeriCup here in Puerto Rico, hashtag AmeriCup Women. Here are the highlights from the third quarter. See Team USA, the great high-low feed, and that's something that we saw in Game 1 from Canada. Team USA doing the same, and when they can enjoy a size advantage that they do have, something that's a little bit easier for them to do.
Everything changed. United States was playing really well, but in the third quarter, they started playing the offense from the inside out, and the whole game changed because they dominate the area. Fouls was amazing. It was amazing playing one-on-one there. I think Paraguay is a little tired. It's a little tired. When you play with a team like this, the intensity you need to show, you know, in the court, it's really high. It's really high, and eventually it's gonna get to you.
Well, there's still 10 minutes to play. Let's see how Paraguay can close this out.
thing is, you cannot stop playing hard, because in this stage, players are so strong that you can get hurt easily. So you have to play hard.
It's definitely something to keep your eye on as we move forward here.
Avoid injuries.
Definitely.
Some people think that if you play, slow and you can get hurt. No, you gotta play hard. You gotta play smart. You gotta keep the intensity on, and that way sometimes you avoid getting hurt.
Paraguay plays Colombia tomorrow in their second game of the tournament. Umuale with a gorgeous step back.
That's her signature move.
That was pretty. Fourth quarter action here. FIBA Women's AmeriCup. And beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're hoping the rain doesn't come and affect us at all.
There will be a lot of rain.
I'm not expecting. I wanted to see a little bit of sun while I was here.
You're used to a lot of snow.
I am.
I'm used to a lot of rain. It's kind of the same. Not the same, but
yeah, I'd rather
you'll be
pass.
fine. You'll be fine.
Peralta on the ball here. Yigingele. Catavaras driving in. Gorgeous move. And able to finish with her left hand. Well, she was quiet in the first half. Second half, she's came to play a little bit. Yigingele with this pickpocket. Tried to get her steps right for the layup, and Catavaras picks up the foul on Umuale. Was that the last layup by Catavaras? Well, there you saw Maria Perez, 20-year-old young player on this Paraguay squad. So a lot of young talent and future of Paraguay basketball on this team. What a move by Sykes. But Paraguay has a lot of youngsters, 2 20-year-olds, 1 17-year-old. The future is bright if these players continue to develop.
The only player playing overseas, it's Paola Ferrari, which is, she's playing in Europe. The rest of them play in Paraguay. 2 of them are still in the university.
Williams' shot no good. That's something that Ferrari does play at a high level overseas, and she has done for a lot of years. 16 years she's played overseas. She's been playing since she was very young. As you mentioned in the first half, has gone through knee surgeries and still come back to play at a high level. She's going back overseas after this tournament is done, as we take a look at Peralta. But she's always shown up for her team and her country, and that's something that you can really take and move on to the next generation.
Yes, and as a player, you can be good and you can sign professional, 1 year. But when you're that consistent, that's when it's hard, when you have a career like that. And Paola has an amazing career. I think that if she were younger, she could have played in the WNBA. But by the time she was, 18, 19, the WNBA wasn't as big as it is right now, And that's why she went to Europe. But she has been very consistent in her career. It's hard. Any professional player can tell you that it's easy to go for 1 to 2 years, that's it, then you retire. But to have that, so many years, that's not easy.
Definitely grinding over in Europe, and has always come back to play for a national team. Williams rejecting that last attempt.
And now that you're saying that, I think, I got very happy when I saw that the USA team, that the WNBA players say yes to their country. And the ones that are not here, it's because they're either in the semifinals, finals, or they are, getting better from an injury.
Right.
But they say yes to their country, and that's amazing.
Certainly is. Agumwale was hit. She wanted a foul call. Didn't matter because Williams cleaned up the mess, and she has 5. 92-28. You're right about that. A lot of players who have played in WNBA a long, grueling season, most of them are still going to play after this overseas. They could have said no and, you know, taking the opportunity to catch some rest their bodies, but they decided to step up and play for their country. It's a great thing to see at this level.
Yes. And it's not the, you know, you don't see that often. You don't see that often. So hats off to these girls that are here. And, you know, it's really a gift to be able to see them play. It's really a gift. Here in Puerto Rico, everybody was very excited to see these players. Very excited.
Gumbuale knocks down the first of two. There's Dawn Staley. She's played a little basketball in her life.
She knows a little bit about this, huh?
A little bit. Gumbuale goes perfect from the line. 94-28. Gomez. Quevedo. It's not there for her. And look out. Americans want to run. Gumbuale, your step inside the sights. Can't get it to go. She gets her own. Puts back up and in.
She's not that big, but she can rebound. She can jump.
She plays a lot bigger than her size. And definitely
those are the right words. Exactly that.
Definitely taking advantage of the aggressiveness on the glass here in game number 1 of the Women's AmeriCup for both these teams. The ball falls out of bounds, and that's the one thing that Paraguay hadn't done, and that was turn the ball over. Second half, a little bit different. There's Sykes playing through the contact. Williams, great pass. Sykes is open for three. Indeed. Brittany Sykes knocking down the triple. Seen the inside and outside game. Perez. Nitz can't get it to go. Gumbuale driving right by everybody.
This is the fun game. USA is having fun a lot right now.
101-28. Khadija Sessions, number 41 in red, had that last attempt at a steal. We take a look at Sykes' last three. And Gumbuale with the layup. Back to live action. Tough layup attempt, no good there. And Sykes will dribble up on the other side of the court. Williams looking to post inside. She wants it. Backdoor cut, nice play by Gumbuale, and she's able to lay it up and in.
These guys have better plans. I know you're posting, but I'm looking for something else.
103-28, 4:25 remaining in the game. Igigele. And a foul is called on Sessions. Sessions' first foul. That was the one thing that Team USA had trouble with in the first half, is fouling. Done a much better job of moving their feet, defending well, and adjusting also to the referee's whistle, because that's normally not easy to do. Gumbuale for three, that's no good. Look at Sessions diving, trying to save that basketball, but goes out of bounds.
That adjusting to the whistle is very important that you mentioned that, because, you know, it's supposed to be the same whistle everywhere, but it's not. If you go to the South, it's going to be different. It's different. And it's not easy.
Definitely not easy at this level. A lot more contact allowed. And that's what we like to see. We like to see the players play. That air ball picked up by Sessions. Gorgeous pass ahead. And foul is called.
The USA won 8 of the last 11 World Championship.
Perez picks up the foul. Ferrari checks back into the game. Both free throws missed there. Good box out there. Paraguay. All right, Gigageli into the front court. Still the only thing that Paraguay could hang their hat on is they're leading the free throw count at the moment. Ferrari looking to post. Ross knocks it down from the foul line.
Paraguay scored 11 points in the first quarter, 7 in the second one, in the third only 5, and they have 5 right now.
It's a tough quarter in the third when the U.S. turned up the heat. You're ready to play after halftime. Gumbawale crossing over. Nelson Ododa. Gumbawale will say that's a pass, but she can't get the layup. Ferrari pulls it down. The look away, Gigangeli tried to feed it to Rojas. The ball slapped around. It will stay on this end with 16 on the shot clock for Paraguay. Gigangeli took a hit to the face. See that last replay. Ferrari, when she gets the ball in the post, she's looking to do a little bit more than just score. She can pass out of the post as well. Gumbawale got her hand in the passing lane. She's ahead of everybody and waits for the rest of her teammates. Williams. Sykes. Great drive by Sykes. Can't get the finish. Nelson Ododa banking it in. 7 points for her. As we approach the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Ferrari. Fall away. Left it short. Gigangeli on the offensive glass. Tough layup attempt there, and it's a foul that will send Nitz to the line.
Paraguay participated in only three. They're new in this, in 3 FIBA Americas Championship. In 2011, they ended up in the 9th place. In 2017, in the 6th place. And now in 2019.
And this is a tough test to go up against for your first game at the AmeriCup, but there really aren't any easy games here.
And you get it out of the way. You know, just focus on the rest.
Yeah, you learn a lot in game 1 and see if you can build off of it. Gumbawale knocks down the triple. .108-31 the score. 3 on the way, no good. Sykes jumps above everybody to pull down the rebound. That pass too tall, even for Nelson Ododa. Sessions chapping her chest, saying, "My bad." Peralta comes back into the game for Paraguay. She's had a nice game. Positive for her team to take on to their next matchup against Colombia tomorrow. Gingele. Ferrari. Up fake and then launches the 3. Can't get it to go. She's had a tough shooting night. Gumbawale. Hard screen by Nelson Ododa. Then she rolls back to Gumbawale for 2. That's too strong. Nelson Ododa pulls it down. Sessions looking for help. 10 on the shot clock. Sykes. Gumbawale has Ferrari on her. That 3-point attempt, not there. 42 seconds remaining in the game. Peralta's bumped by Gumbawale. That's the 4th team foul for Team USA. First personal foul rather for Gumbawale. Ferrari driving. Tried to find Peralta. It's turnover again for Paraguay. Team USA will have to shoot one more time before the shot clock expires, and Ernie Sykes looking to dance a little bit. Nelson Ododa open for 2. Got it. Peralta and Paraguay looking to play for the last possession here in their first game. Ferrari for three, can't get it to go. Nelson Adota rebounds it, and that's how we'll end the game. Big win for Team USA in their first game here in Puerto Rico. 110-31 over Paraguay.
USA 110-110. Próximo partido, pautado para las 5:30, Brasil versus Colombia. A las 8 de la noche estará jugando Cuba.
Well, a big win expected. A big one was had by Team USA. What are some of the things they need to work on as they move forward? They have the day off tomorrow. What are the things that they are going to be looking forward to talk about in their film session tomorrow?
USA team?
Yeah.
USA team, you know, it's the same as Canada. They got to get used to the zone. At the beginning of the games, everybody's going to zone them. But, I mean, they had a round game. They dominate everything. Rebound 64-30. Offensive rebound 17. Points from turnover 24. 38 points from the fast break. 64 points in the paint. 55 points from the bench. There's no that many bad things that we can say about the USA team. They had a great game.
On the other side, as we take a look at some of the statistics, Paraguay, obviously a tough night from the field. They should shoot better going forward in this tournament when the size advantage isn't as big as it was in this game. They play Colombia tomorrow. What are some of the things that they can look forward to take from this game to move on?
I was a little surprised that Caraves was so shy in the offense. I can understand because she's playing the USA team, but tomorrow she's not a great three-point shooter, but she can attack. And in the middle shot, she can do it. So tomorrow she needs to be more aggressive in offensive. Paola Ferrerini needs some help because 6 points in the first half, and then she could not do anything else. Why? Because the defense is all on her. Second voices, third voices needs to appear in the Paraguay in the offensive, and in the defense they started doing well. They just got tired in the second half. Tomorrow they need to be more consistent throughout the 40 minutes.
Again, there you see the top scorers for both teams. Ferrari had a tough night, only 6 points. Peralta did step up. We weren't expecting much from her, but she did bring it, and that's something that's positive for Paraguay moving forward. There you see Group B standings. Team USA in front right now after winning the first game. We'll see Colombia and Brazil and Argentina tomorrow in that Group B standing and schedule. We'll leave you with the highlights from the game, and we'll be back with more here from Puerto Rico. For Natalia Melendez, I'm Carlin Gay. We'll see you next time right here, FIBA AmeriCup, Women's AmeriCup 2019.
María.